Well, hello and welcome everyone to SCUM. Today we got another freaking update. That I'm super excited about, actually. This one has some long-awaited features, but we'll have to get into that. My server is doing a soft wipe. The heck? Ah, jeez. So, I'm gonna have to wait for that to happen. It's happening around, like, I think in a couple hours here, so in the meantime, I think I'll just do a rundown of some of the new features and new fun stuff that we are getting. I think this is actually a pretty huge update in my opinion. Finally, we'll be able to, like... Oh, I don't have a... I bet I don't have a beer, do I? Dang. Let's see if I do. I wanted to do this, but I don't think I do. Damn. Beer? Beer? This can... We'll just have a nice soda, maybe. We have a soda. That's kind of interesting. Can we drink the soda now? Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Drinking a soda on your new couch with your new freaking ghillie net suit mesh wall coverings. I'm pretty stoked about this. This is really cool. Fill it in. Oh, we need more sticks. I want to see what these look like. Well, let's get some more sticks. Actually, we can get the bundle of sticks. I had a bundle of sticks. 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 Here we go. Bundle of sticks. Come on. Pick it up. Faster. Let's go. So, the soft wipe is going to suck, but that's okay. New base building features and stuff like that is going to make a wipe just fine. Like, new stuff to do. New, I don't know if they're going to change the layout of the PvE and stuff like that. Hopefully they don't, but hopefully it's just kind of like a... Any more rags? I didn't cut up enough rags. I guess I don't really need any shirts. Oh, we got plenty of gear in here. Let's cut these up. Let's see if I can get some rags out of these, huh? But yeah, I'm trying to go as fast as possible here, just to try and get this out here, but I want to have some of these built here. I need to get the scissors. Then I get more rags. Then I'd be able to build more things. Because three rags is kind of rough. Damn it, trainer's axe. Oh, that's right, we're getting a new axe again. I really like the trainer's one. That one's really cool, but that's okay. It'd be kind of nice if we could, like... Oops. Maybe wear one of the axes as, like, on the hip or something like that, you know? Just kind of like a scabbard kind of thing, and just have it down there instead of taking up a weapon slot or a inventory slot in your bag or something. Yeah, so those already look pretty cool. I wonder... They kind of wiggle and jiggle. I mean, the textures look really good. Yeah, those look really cool. Those look really cool. I don't know if it's gonna be like a big performance hit or anything like that. So far, it doesn't seem like it's doing anything. But anyway, let's... Whose boat is this, by the way? Is this... Who... This isn't my boat. I'm missing a bunch of fishing poles and stuff in here, but that's okay. And my gas can. They took my gas can. But that's fine. Oh, I had the club in there. So anyway, I don't know whose boat that is. If that's your boat, there is a dock fee, so I hope you paid that, because you also took a bunch of my fishing poles and reels and stuff. Yeah, that looks cool. So let's get into some of the updates and stuff like that that I guarantee you a lot of us are super excited about. Sorry for the delay. I'm just kind of distracted, and it's early in the morning. And so one of the big things here is the base building stuff, which I know a lot of people have been wanting for a while. A lot of new base building elements. They confirmed on Twitter. I happened to ask them because I was like, okay, cool. They got some new like cabinetry and stuff like that, and some of the cabinetry that you can build in the game. I wonder if that changed too. I'll have to try that. Like the cabinets here and stuff. Like this type of cabinet. Before, it never used to have. Oh shit! Yeah, this is actually really easy to build. It never used to have storage, so yeah, and this one still doesn't. So it's nice to have some that do now. That's pretty huge. See, this one's just like, this is just like general base building elements in here, like decorative stuff. This is actual functional stuff. So we got storage racks and shelves and stuff like that. That's super cool. Oh, and the chests did get a facelift, like I thought they did. And so yeah, now we have some storage chests that actually have, well, storage. That's pretty cool. This is really neat. I like that. That looks really cool. So yeah, new base building elements and stuff like that. And then I was completely wrong about this utility here, this tool. It is apparently not a weapon. It is a tool. It is basically a nice paint gun, spray paint gun, and it looks freaking sweet. Put some spray cans in there, send it. I was not expecting this at all. Like, this is freaking huge. Like, I hated the way they had it set up originally. It sucked. It was super tedious. It took forever to paint stuff the way you wanted to paint it and stuff. Many times I ended up just doing solid colors because, like, why? I kind of hope they implement this for the clothing as well, since the clothing painting. I did notice this too. Speaking of the painting, while we're there, my base was a pretty good solid color for all this stuff, but now it's kind of got this blotchy texture. But I don't really see a way to change that. I wonder if I need the paint gun to do that. I'll probably still end up buying the DLC, because you know what? It's a nice reward for the work that they did, honestly. I've never built the turrets either yet. Let's see if the paint gun is in here. Paint gun, ranged weapons, mixed weapons. There it is right there. Let's see, what does it take? Wood, wire, hose, toolbox, bolts, scrap metal. Cool. Not that bad. 4 can slots. Honestly, it's a pretty creative idea. So I wonder if that's going to be something that I can change to be like more of a solid color. I think that's probably what this is here, versus the splotchiness. I wonder if like I can recognize any of the patterns. I can't. I don't really. None of these ones that are in this picture, at least. So then we obviously get more patterns, and when you have the paint gun attached or to your hand holding it, you can select all these patterns and stuff. I'll get into that later for sure once I have more time to play, but I'm kind of limited today. But I just wanted to kind of get this out and just kind of talk about it so people can be like, oh man, I can't wait. And then yeah, so that's about it for the painting. That's pretty self-explanatory stuff. The diseases is going to be interesting. So coughing, sneezing, irritated throat, stuffed nose, headache, fever, stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to have to be managing our health and stuff like that in a different way in the game versus just taking damage. We're going to have to probably take better care of our characters in game than we probably do in real life. Managing our vitamins and minerals and being like healthy to try and to give us the best chance to survive in this game and stuff like that. Like, that's actually going to be more of a thing now, because like slows down eating and drinking actions. Like, that's pretty crazy. The resting penalty and stuff like that. Like, getting some of that stuff, it's going to be. That's going to have a much more, like, I guess, hardcore survival aspect too, because especially if you're playing on like a server that doesn't have like bots or anything like that doesn't have access to quick meds or vitamins that you can buy, that you're gonna have to be forced to go to like the hospitals and stuff like that. Maybe some more dangerous POIs that other players might be going to as well, that are like, hey, this is like known stuff that people are going to need to like take care of like their character and make sure that they can make it to the next day kind of thing, you know, and or if they're going to need something to remedy something that they're afflicted with. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Let there be light. We've created a new material that simulates how light passes through a window with a strong focus on performance efficiency. Good. So, yeah, so it's very dark inside here. It's a little bit lighter, but you still get kind of like the more kind of realistic like glow and lighting and stuff like that, which is cool. Hold on, my cat wants to go outside. Okay, now the cat's outside. Yeah, and we can kind of see, I guess, somewhat of that, you know, whole update kind of in action right here. You know, with the lighting, the shadows, and stuff like that. So it looks pretty good. I'm not noticing any performance hit on my base here at all yet, so that's pretty sweet. Blah, blah, blah. Oh gosh, how did I forget the first big thing that they did? So they teased the puppet spawning and stuff like that. That kind of, I know a lot of people were speculating that it kind of went to the old way of the puppet spawning system and stuff like that. Either way, awesome. One of the teasers they had, I don't know why people were confused by it, but they had the scope ranging the distance, and the puppet was like 500 meters away, and I was like, no way, that's freaking dope. They actually did it. Like, before, like, the farthest a puppet would spawn away was, I don't know, probably well less than 100 meters. Like, it would be really up in your face type of thing. And so, being able to, like, actually use the scopes and snipe stuff is going to be so much fun, especially against NPCs and stuff like that, for people that maybe that are solo players or like just PvE type players or something like that. This is probably pretty huge because a lot of those people want to they want to be able to go, they want to have that like more of that immersion and go up to a town and be like, all right, I want to scope this town out, see if this town is safe for me to go get those meds, since I got this achy, stuffy headache going on here. I need to address these symptoms I'm having, and I need to get some medication here, hopefully. So being able to like snipe that out and clear that out from a distance and stuff like that would be pretty cool, like pretty damn fun, especially if you get to see like the NPC characters and stuff like that fighting in the distance and stuff like that. That'd be kind of fun to see. So yeah, and that's all like on the server side too. There's a bunch of settings and stuff like that that you can adjust that stuff to your server's liking, which is super cool. The armor rework, so kind of sounds like we're getting some Tarkov level like bullet penetration and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Like the plates and stuff like that. I don't know if we'll have plates necessarily, but at least the body armor is not going to just act as like just simply reducing the damage when you get hit. Like it's going to be like the calibers and stuff that you're shooting at the armor is going to be more, I guess, relative. Like if you're using a 308 versus a 9mm, like the armor is going to take that into account now. So that's going to be pretty freaking cool. And it looks like we'll be able to shoot through walls and other buildings and stuff like that, like ricochets, angles and stuff like that, penetration through doors and stuff. So that'll be really, really neat. Really neat. I can't wait for that. Some NPC upgrades, I guess. Obviously, there's probably a lot left to be desired in that, but it's just nice to have that because I've actually had some pretty fun and entertaining. I mean, yeah, they're kind of just there, and if you're playing on a PvP server, whoop-de-doo, like you got bigger fish to fry when it comes to that. The PvP players are much more of a threat than the PvE ones. So, but just having them around just to be something to sneak up on you, or just to kind of take you by surprise, or you know, just to add the extra element of danger, surprise, and just gameplay is kind of cool. So they're gonna react more to being shot, react more to flashbangs or stun grenades and tear gas type things like that, which is kind of cool. Just to make them feel more real and stuff like that. Another layer of immersion and stuff like that is pretty nice to have. So we'll see how that evolves too once I actually get into it and playing and stuff like that. Tomahawk, I guess, is finally here. That's pretty cool. Looks good. Looks good. I'm definitely excited to use that. I mean, hey, variety is the spice of life, right? So I'm fine with having multiple different axes and stuff like that. I still want to know, like, can we also just get like a way to just have access to the DLC clothing and stuff like that? Like, I'll have to make a mention of that somewhere to them, because I'd like to, for the people that do have like the DLC stuff, like I feel like maybe they can make it so you can like, oh, they should do that actually. So if you have like, if you own the DLC, like it should be something, maybe it'd be something you should be able to craft or something like that. Like one shirt crafted the Danny Trejo vest or something like that if you own the DLC, or the Louis Moncada pants or something like that, you know, or the other guy's axe type of thing. He's got a freaking cool looking axe, so that would be something I'd like to see too. Maybe I'll have to make that a point to the devs. Post that somewhere. News on quests as well, making it a bit less tedious to complete. First up are the boxes you can find at quest givers. So you can specify which items you wish to give to complete quests, but not only at zones. Oh, so in other words, we'll be able to like so the cell phone's probably gonna be more useful, because like if you want to turn in quests to a certain trader at a certain blah blah blah, you can just be like, okay, I'm gonna turn it in here. Okay, that's pretty cool. So then you just gotta find these mailboxes or these chests here, and then you can deposit like which quest items you need to deposit to turn that quest in, so you're not like wasting like stuff that you actually want to keep for your character or something like that if you had looted. Because before, if you'd run it right into the trader, it would just be like boom, and then your quest items would be taken away. Say if you were like, oh, but I wanted to keep that one for myself, like shit. So yeah, that would happen. And so this is kind of nice too, because then the cell phone probably becomes more useful if I can do more quests, turn more quests in. That's exciting. That's exciting. So we'll have to find these different mailboxes and do that stuff. Other than that, like, huge update. Super excited to play this weekend. Once I can actually get into it here. Fixed a bug where the Blackhawk crossbow reload. Never really used it. Didn't notice it. Multiple level fix designs. Okay. Noises present when they should not be, and vice versa. That's awesome. Offset the air. Okay, whatever. Text is displayed in the kit scopes. Excuse me. Nothing really crazy with the bug fixes. Some good stuff there. But you can see that there, obviously. And then quality of life, adjusted wind sound volume. I don't know if it's just me, but I really haven't, other than like the first, I kind of forgot that was even like something they added into the game. Like they added in the game. I noticed it right away. I was like, whoa, the wind noise it's cool. I like it. That's neat. But it was kind of just a lot. It was very pronounced. It was very present in everything. So I guess it'd be kind of nice to have that. But now it kind of seems like the last update, it kind of seems like it was just removed almost. But I don't know. Whatever. We'll see how that plays out. I really haven't noticed it too much. Wheelbarrow handling, whatever. Multiple quests. Adjusted quest fame and money gain. Cool. Players can now lean out of vehicles without ADSing. Ooh. Remove this leave squad from the circular menu. Okay. Added opt-in, opt-out for tutorials. Cool. New options. Players choose biome specific suits. Oh. Big Fish will now produce more meat. Cool. Added 3 new dances to DLC and deluxe DLC. Interesting. Okay, cool. And then other than that, like, I better give this a thumbs up. They deserve it. And a bunch of new server settings. So that, I guess, is SCUM's Thursday, October 2nd update in a nutshell, you guys. Pretty huge stuff. I can't wait to actually get into it and play it more. So stay tuned to the channel for that, because that will happen. I will definitely give you more in-depth building and stuff like that, because, well, in a couple hours my server's gonna wipe and it's gonna be a feeding frenzy to get your new base built up and running, functional, and I'm fine with it. It's gonna be fun, you guys. So yeah, toodaloo to SCUM. I can't wait to check out all the new features, base building, all that stuff. Super excited, you guys. So stay tuned to the channel for that, and yeah, have fun playing SCUM, guys. It's going somewhere.